Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
No doubt you're dazzled by my charm.
Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, I've lived in this village. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care then.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize if I learn of a matter that requires your attention.
Scare the life out of me, why don't you? Whatever it is, I'll thank you to leave me.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard. As you like.
This is the Ed course. Nothing's free in this world. I shan't let circumstance dictate my prices.
You shan't hear me complain about an early...
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for...
Me? Just going for a stroll.
I've things to do if you...
If you're curious, why not ask my lord yourself?
Well met, sir. No doubt you're dazzled.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Fancy a look at my wares? 'Tis good to be busy. Work beget always a pleasure. Well met, sir.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch in my case.
Scared the life out of me.
Very well. I shall return. You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid. I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings. Then I shall remain by your side. Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
I've things to do if...
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in the lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
You're the one, then? Fie. I'd hoped I'd not be seeing you here. Concern it all! I've lost big this time.
Dear me. This won't do. That's quite enough. I'll not take that from you.
Thank you, sir. You've my gratitude.
Not half bad! Not half bad!
I'm in no mood for a chinwag.
I've things to do, if you don't mind. I fear I've not useful. So?
You're here. I've been waiting for you. Now that's just splendid.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Our party is...
No doubt you're dazzled by my charms.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer as I understand it. It is boorish to speak when you've naught to say, so I shall hold my tongue. And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your... Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your majesty.
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent.
It's... Seems you must attend a palace masquerade, if you're to meet the one who would falsely claim your title. Would seem we've a need to visit the palace. I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance.
The vanguard is yours.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared... all right on the road? Despite the hour. Much obliged. At heart, I am but a craven.
You impudent little...
Look, quite the predicament.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
Have no fear, Master.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Silence. Out of townspeople. I'll make a living if I get myself
Harriet, gentle scratch on my arms and arms.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play.
Whoever's my replacement's in for a boot up the arse.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
takes a knife watch your lesson.
Some of us get complacent, but I train every day.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it.
Living if I get myself injured. Would that I could always feel so fine.
What am I to do?
I regret to inform you that there is no masquerade scheduled for today. I regret to inform you.
All my peers seem so much more capable.
My sword arm could use some work.
Here I might reflect upon my affairs in peace.
Such quietude is a blessing.
This place is very dreary.
Suppose I can always run.
Monsters range nearer than e'er they dared before.
My sword arm.
His armor's seen better days.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Here I might reflect upon my
From me
affairs
to
in
bear
peace.
what younger shoulders can't.
I'd sooner stay out of battle
compared
where
to
it
a
possible.
real battle.
My sword arm. My sword arm.
I regret to inform you that there is no... If you've come for the masquerade, you would best return a knight, sir. That's when the event begins.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Will someone do aught about this? Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? I've a proposal to make, and methinks you'll want to hear it. See, a friend of mine hath an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn rather often. Understand me? 'Twouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one. Well, you needn't decide this very moment.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
I'm not sure what's best.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilt between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow, but what precisely is their aim?
The crops all benefit from all this.
Greetings.
I'm going to go exploring.
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
you've returned. Oh, my spectacles. Well done, sir. With these, I shall have no need to fear any letters, be they small or faintly scrawled. I shall learn aught I can, that the day might come when I can repay this debt I owe you. Many, many thanks. Take this as a token of my gratitude. Greetings. I trust you are in good health.
Ain't nothing but trouble lurking here.
I'm dead on my feet.
Not game enough to hang about. Maybe I'll keep on. Much to do yet. Wonder if there's any easy work.
Couldn't hurt to rest my feet a moment.
Could do with a decent supper.
Always another errand to see.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm kind for this one.
I have no issue falling asleep, even.
The sun may have fallen, but the day is far from over.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well.
Might I ask where you are headed this day?
Look, as long as you please. Time to be heading. I've more time than I know how to spend.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored.
If you've naught to say, I'd best be going.
Does life have meaning? Or is aught we do in vain?
There's ought to be said for peace and quiet. Our first sovereign in decades. At last,
Have you
we'll
heard?
see the end
There's to
of
be
the
more
age.
restrictions on goods traded with Batar.
Indeed. The Arisen
Apparently, even privately owned.
Let us forget the dragon and dance the night away.
I shan't let anything spoil my evening.
All this revelry in war's wake. 'Tisn't right. Such cheap drink. 'Tis not at all to my taste.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
All this revelry.
Silence cultivates wisdom. Dull days for us are assigned as all.
Surely these extravagances cannot continue.
I find it liberating to hide my face for a time.
Once the day's work is done,
What am I to do with myself today?
Mayhap I really wouldn't be best.
This is
other one's faults. A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle.
Would that I could attend these occasions every evening.
To find someone to buy me a drink.
We must consider the needs of common folk. A fine place to sit.
'Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affairs here. Another ale can't make...
All this merrymaking is a joy to behold.
Silence cultivates today. Well, it is rooted in the soil of learning. So
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity. No. We who are gathered here are...
'Twould seem Another ale can't make...
Methinks I'll have a rest.
what must needs be done?
Another... Fancy. Party hosted by the Arisen. You'd think he's feeling plenty merry by now.
Best mind that tongue afore you lose it.
Listen, I've seen my fair share of...
No. We who are gathered here are not...
Such cheap drink. It is not at all to my taste.
Perhaps a breath of fresh air. I am all of a dither.
Is this fast truly to the Sovereign's taste?
I pray someone asks me to dance ere long.
Why, no. We who are gathered here... No. We who are gathered here...
'Twouldn't do to...
I would fain aid you if you are in need.
I shan't let anything spoil my...
If you've naught to say, I'd best be going.
All my peers seem silent.
I cannot afford another night of cavorting.
Would that all my days...
I find dressing for these occasions awfully tedious.
You wouldn't want to make the other...
We've naught to discuss. Well, it's rooted in the soil of learning.
My sword, Aunt.
I shan't let anything...
The townspeople depend on me.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Mayhap a noble would succumb to my charms.
The sooner my
Now, we who are gathered here are...
My sword arm could use some work. So tight. Anyone could get a pistol out anywhere.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened? We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour what you like.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on then, keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phaesus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
That patron's eyeing me, I dare say.
Could have sworn I was a tent.
A lonely place.
Always the same.
Not without its
They are,
charms.
Just how I like.
Tis quiet about.
Tisn't my way to gossip with the citizenry. There's some manner of trial.
So tight.
Tis good to be reunited.
Won't someone do aught about this?
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with it.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Well, well. He is merely Desa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes, even were he to be removed. I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phases, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
So, the false sovereign, Queen Regent Disa, and this Phasers fellow are all working together. Quite the sordid trio, eh? That's odd. Here at last.
All the best tales come from travelers at the inn. There's no shame in living life for its pleasures.
There's not, I love you.
Welcome.
Saucy rumour.
And in the mood to stir up trouble today.
Pleasant space.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Lots to do. And precious little time. That's a crowd and a half. Lots to do and precious little time.
Welcome.
Nourish the spirit.
Let's be ready to give the signal.
Where to now? To each their own. The world's better for it. Now, where was I headed?
I've got the sharpest ears.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
Rain or shine.
Fine wares all.
To each their own. The world's better for it. Lots to do.
I've a name.
And precious little time. Captain will have my head if I skip
weather
another
holds.
patrol.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?